Good morning, everybody. This is Genita Mason, Medical Director at Light Medicine Ministries. Today, I'm going to discuss, I think I'm around 6 or 7 root causes of disease, and this is a big one. It's low transmembrane voltage. Every single cell of your body, except for the heart runs at minus 120 millivolt. Every other cell runs at minus 70 millivolt, okay? Every cell has a positive and negative. And transmembrane means when you measure across those two, you get a voltage, okay? They're supposed to run at minus 70. In fact, one of the reasons why, and I've mentioned this before, I love this fact. I pulled it from heart math, actually, scientists. We don't have heart disease. I truly think that they keep 1 or 2 on the books just, to make it, a possibility a year, but there's no such thing as, heart disease, yes, heart cancer. So anyway, here's the deal. Well, that's because it takes a cell to get to about minus 35 millivolt before it will start splitting glucose for energy. Now here's the deal. A cell will go into survival mode. Like me right now, I'm on day 3 of a fast, okay? I check my ketones every day. I went from 0.5, then yesterday was 1.0, and then this morning was 2.0. Blood sugar's going down, of course. So I can tell on my bicycle ride, I'm jamming today. The first 2 days, I was suffering. Why? Because my body was looking for those carbs to burn because it wasn't burning fat much. But the switch flipped, and now I'm burning ketones, fat, and I could go forever. My hunger is gone, all of that. So see, that's an example of what happens in the case of disease, particularly cancer. We know that when a cell gets to about minus 35 millivolt, it will start creating the enzyme, it will start producing the enzyme to split glucose for energy, and that is the impetus of all cancers, okay? All cancers. So anyway, but there's a lot of other metabolic disorders and diseases that can get you before the cancer even, so on the way down to minus 35, because that oxidative stress, when the cells don't have energy to do their job, to get, to respirate, to produce energy, to get stuff in that it needs, and to get stuff out that is polluting it, then things start to slow down, and that's when you start suffering all kinds of, you can list every single disease and every single metabolic disorder is associated with some form of low transmembrane voltage at some level. Okay, so now what causes low transmembrane voltage? I have gone through most of them. Oxidative stress. I'm going to be discussing malnutrition. The cells don't have the components, the elements that it needs in order to function properly. A car's engine needs a carburetor, it needs pistons, it needs the gassing. And the same thing for your cells if you're malnourished. And by the way, I don't care if your gut is full, all right? Everybody's guts are full. Well, I'm sorry, not everybody. But here in America, most people's guts are full, okay? But full guts, empty bodies, because those full guts, are you really eating nutrition? Are you eating energy? Okay, you're supposed to be eating produce. People ask me all the time, what kind of diet should I follow? You should write a diet book. No, I shouldn't, because diet is as personal to people as religion is. So what I tell people is, if I could take if I had a Kirlian photography system, I would take pictures, Kirlian photography, of all the produce and this and that, and I would list the ones with the brightest aura. I would list those at the top. Eat a lot of this. And then go down the list, don't eat much of this. This doesn't have energy in it. Because really, when you eat, what you're doing is your digestive system is unpacking the sunlight from the food that you're eating, all right? If there's no energy in there, how do you expect to have energy, okay? So anyway, it's oxidative stress, the toxic colon, dehydration will do it. The cells aren't being flushed out. They're not repairing and replicating. You need electrolytes, minerals, those ions, in order to repair and replicate. It all starts with minerals. It all starts. Dr. Linus Pauling said 60, 70 years ago that you could trace every disease back to a mineral deficiency, and he was right, okay? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Everybody wants to brand their thinking. No. Biochemistry, nature, God and nature are consistent. The only thing that changes it is us by adulterating it and, creating, the pollution that we do and the destruction. It's the only, God and nature are consistent, okay? That's the only reason why we're still here after millions of years of, well, the last few hundred have been full of ignorance and audacity, trying to improve on God and nature, which you can't. So anyway, all of the root causes of disease that I've discussed, low hydrogen, low oxygen, can't make energy. The malnutrition, dehydration, toxic colon, oxidative stress, inflammation. How do cells get the hydration and nutrition and get the bad stuff out when there's inflammation? It chokes off everything, right? Chronic inflammation, which, by the way, the majority of people have. So anyway, low transmembrane voltage. If you have chronic fatigue, you're in trouble. If you have brain fog, you're in trouble. Start dealing with it now. Why do people wait until they're dead to do something about their health, right? Why wait until you're dead? Dead is too late, okay? So anyway, I'm going to be discussing next sunlight deficiency, because that's actually directly related to low transmembrane voltage. So anyway, I hope you're learning something from this and doing everything you can to straighten things out about your health, because this body, this spacesuit here, your holy temple, call it what you want, but it's what determines your quality of life. Your attitude toward taking care of yourself determines your quality of life. Invest in yourself. You're worth it, okay? All right, this is Genita Mason, Medical Director at Light Medicine Ministries. You can reach us directly at retreats at Light Medicine Ministries. We do 7-day intensive retreats that go after all of the things I'm listing, all of the root causes of disease, synergistically in 7 days, okay? And our website is lightmedicineministries.com, and our phone is 877-285-9266. Y'all enjoy your day. Bye-bye.